and we'll do the experience point thing as soon as he hops on. I just want him to get a look at the world map. Because I made a world map, damn it.
Okay, nice. I was seeing some of that stuff.
Yeah, we're over here by, the hospital. I also have where we broke through indicated. I think I'm gonna stick with melee armed, because I got my, my last character had melee unarmed, so I kind of want to be different from him. Even though I'm not that different from him, I'm literally using the same gun. But the attempt is there.
Nice. 10 minutes to 420.
You can't announce early. You can only announce early during sex. Rafe, we all get free experience points in any skill at the end of the session. So, you can give your, decide where to put it.
What are we putting?
I might actually put that on chemistry instead. Oh, for completing a session, we just get a bonus experience point. And that's a way to level up things that you never get to use.
Does it have to go into something you already have a level in now?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't use it to gain stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in chemistry. Because, I might need it at this hospital that I know we're going to, where we might need to chemistry up some shit.
Right.
Oh yeah, Rafe has a fucking 5 in melee unarmed. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I am. I thought about it last session. I'm like, between my sneak of 3, or my stealth of 3 and my melee, I may have been able to, like, sneak around, stealth around, and just come up behind them and be like, ka-chow, ka-chow, ka-chow.
Instead, we drove the Humvee straight down the middle of the road, but that's okay because it was a learning experience.
Right?
And
well,
we're not...
And,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was like, me being like the mechanic car person, I was like, I kinda didn't necessarily want to abandon the Humvee initially.
Also, not all the encounters are going to be outside where the Humvee is. Some of the encounters are going to be in a building or underground where, we'll all be out of the vehicle.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of, how last session you asked me if I had a picture, I could send it to you and you could use it for my character?
Yes.
I may or may not have Rhoda commission drawing for me.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah, because that's what she does a lot for her Twitch channel, is she draws. So I was like, would you do like characters for games? And she's like, totally. And then she's like, but I have a hard time with like guy characters, especially if they have a lot of muscles. And I'm like, oh, guy got a lot of muscles. But still, I was like, but wait, because my character got pretty jacked up last game. We'll have to see how long he may survive.
Yeah, I was thinking of just jumping into it here.
Okay. I'd probably put my experience point into gunsmithing. Gunsmith.
Okay. And those go on top of any experience points you may have gotten from experience by doing a thing. So this is a free stacking experience point.
Gotcha. I'll let you, because I think you're the one that can edit that stuff. Yep.
I must have forgotten. I found a lot of mistakes that I made. I must have not added gunsmith to your main. Let me check that.
I don't know. So I thought I had 1 point in it, maybe not.
Maybe, I'll check it here. Mechanic, metallurgy, machinist, aircraft mechanic, small arms, unarmed stealth, parachute, bunch of basic training, machinist, mechanic, electronics.
Maybe I didn't.
No, it looks like that's the one thing you didn't take.
Okay, I'll need to watch somebody or learn.
Yeah, I have it, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a 1 in gunsmith, so you can watch me.
I also have gunsmith.
Nice. So yeah, pick something else. I say
A
at you rudely.
skill. That would be just a skill that I've already got then.
Yeah. Because that's what the little dashes are your experience points.
Aha. And you have to have so many of those to level up a skill?
Yeah, you need to exceed the number. So, like for your medical, you're at 1 and 1, skill level 1 and 1 experience point. If you get another experience point in it, you'll be at 2 experience points, and that's what you use to get level 2.
Oh, well then just use that freebie and bump that up to a 2.
What, medical?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can heal the cars, and I can heal my team.
Alrighty.
Roadside medic.
So, we're chilling here in this camp. Let me set the mood with the correct music here.
Okay.
Alright, so we're chilling in this quaint little first starting village that feels real quaint, like it's the first starting village and nothing bad could ever happen to you. A wink.
Oh. This is where we left off, where last game, right?
Yeah, so you're sitting there looking at your Humvee. It is April 1st. I was wrong about the time. It's 0400 hours. Because now I gotta explain some mechanics of how the game day works here. This is the long-term game day as opposed to the combat, which is like short-term stuff. So, everything is divided into 4-hour periods. So, you get 6 4-hour periods in a day. And we usually sleep between, what would it be? 8 o'clock at night, so 2000, 0200, 2000? Yeah, it'd be 2000. We sleep from 2000 hours to 0400 hours, so 8 o'clock at night to 4 o'clock in the morning, and then so we get like 4 daylight periods to like do our physical labor and to do like things.
Okay.
And so it would take you, say, like, 1 period to assess the Humvee, and it would take you 1 period to do a foraging check, and it would take you 1 period to, you know, do stuff. And to answer your question about healing, since most of us failed, the healing thing, we don't get the infection, but it's going to take us 3 days to heal up. Carlos heals in 1 day because Renly healed him.
Gotcha. So we kind of want to chill here for a couple of days, basically. Which wouldn't be bad, because we can gather information, kind of see what the situation in the area is. Maybe see if there's any, I don't know, odd jobs that we might be able to get, or at least see what this town has for supplies that we can procure.
We are also out of fuel, so we need to start making alcohol to fuel up our vehicle. We have a 1,000 liter trailer that's empty, so like if we were starting the game, we would have like a checklist on the side of the screen that says like, number 1, we gotta get enough fuel for the journey westward, and so that's like we gotta fill up our 1,000 liter trailer. Also, the Humvee is just out of gasoline because that's how this level starts. We're out of gas completely, except for the pickup truck has half a tank because we didn't expect to get the pickup truck. That has half a tank of gas in it. But yeah, we would probably need to produce as much fuel as possible for the journey ahead.
Alright, we got that still.
We got the still, because the still is too heavy to take with us, so we like literally rolled in and we went ka-chunk like a fucking video game, and our still just like went ka-plunk in the fucking garage. And it's like, we either have to find a vehicle that's big enough to take it with us, or we'll have to fill up our fuel and sell this still off and go as far as we can westward, and then just set up roots in Germany and start all over. We'll have to like maybe buy a still or something and get a bigger vehicle. You know what I mean? We might have to sell off and just migrate westward once we're done here. But that's okay, the hospital will buy the still from us once we do missions and shit.
Right. What does it require to start making the gasoline?
Chemistry, probably.
Okay, yeah, so there's two different kinds of, like, going out in the woods for stuff. It requires going out in the woods, and so, like, for foraging for food, usually, you could, like, declare that I go hunting, or whatever, and then you have a possible chance of encountering an animal on the encounter table. But generally what we do is we go like, I'm gonna go forage for food, and then while we're out picking nuts and berries, there's also already a chance that you'll see an encounter and get like a bonus deer or something. Or you can go fishing. So those are the two things that you can do to get food like out in the woods. And then there's gather wood, which is the still material, because there's two different types of alcohol. There's grain alcohol, ethanol, and wood alcohol, methanol. And ethanol requires, like, actual corn husks and, like, farmland, and the villagers around here are like, fuck you, this is our fucking corn for ethanol, also it's food. We're luxurious if we can grow enough food to sell pure, actual ethanol, so the rest of us have to go wander around in the woods and gather shitty wood alcohol. Methanol, so that's what we gotta do. They're like, go gather wood. This is our grain alcohol. So I'll tell you the rules on that.
And that's under foraging, because I don't have that skill.
No, not gathering wood. Foraging is gathering the food and nuts and berries, and also encountering hunting. But you can also encounter, you know, animals and shit for hunting while gathering wood in the woods. You know, hunting is just a bonus thing that can happen. But yeah, gathering material for a still. One person can gather up to 100 kilograms of material per period, not in the winter. So you get 4 periods a day, so one person can gather 400 kilograms of material per day. And if we look at the rules on the medium still we got, I think it's like 100 material per day. I think it's like 90, but we rounded it up to 100 because fuck you.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like 100 per day that it burns for 30 liters. So one person can gather in a day about 4 days worth of material. So we generally like foraged for food, and then every couple of days everybody would gather together to get like, well, one person can get 400, so 4 of us went out. Plus our NPC'd people can go gather wood with us. That would be like fucking 5, 10, 50. That'd be 2,000 kilograms of wood, so that'd be like a month worth of fucking still material. So we can crank that out easy. But it's a lot harder to forage for like nuts and berries and shit, because, you know, we're all pretty terrible at it at this point. That fish is going to get eaten very quickly. But I'm fairly decent. I'm not as bad. I have a 3 in my fishing and a 2 in foraging because I am a survivalist. But like, you know, it's gonna be tough to get food.
Right.
Food's gonna be a main concern for quite a bit. So we can get into gathering the materials and gathering the food and stuff. But like, you know, the first thing we'll do is assess the vehicle.
Yes.
That will take you a 4-hour period.
Okay. I figure why do that though? It's advantageous to send 2 of you out, either gathering materials, for basic stuff that we already know we're gonna need, or to start getting an assessment of the town that we're in.
No, we're gonna watch you. Because we need to teach Renly the mechanic skill, so she can take over the routine maintenance. Because the maintenance number of hours for the pickup truck is 8, and the maintenance for the Humvee is 2, so that's 10 hours per fucking week that you gotta waste just dicking around maintaining the Humvee, and that's what we're gonna put her to work doing. Again, no offense. But
no, I figured she'd shadow me, yeah.
Yeah, we're all doing it, because I also don't have mechanic.
Oh, gotcha.
What level is your mechanic at?
Mine?
Yeah.
Mine is 5.
Yeah, me and Carlos need to watch you do the mechanic stuff too. Carlos is also NPC'd at the moment.
Yeah, my mechanic and my melee unarmed are my 2 highest skills.
Okay. Yeah, because my mechanic is 3, so I could still technically gain experience by watching him, but I don't know, that should probably get some other stuff.
You don't gain experience by watching, you only can learn a skill you don't have by watching.
Oh, okay.
So I would say you have a free turn to do stuff, but like, we don't want to send you out in the woods alone, so you're gonna kind of just probably chill here with us and then we can all go out and do stuff next phase. Because Rafe isn't gonna fuck this roll up.
I shouldn't. That's a 1d10.
Yeah. God damn it.
I have. Yo. Oh shit.
God damn it, Rafe.
I knew we shouldn't have pushed her as long as we did.
Would you like me to try since I'm still sitting here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why
Now
don't
you-
you assist me?
See, now you're not a waste of a fucking thing. We're all watching you do it now.
It's like, you know, she's so fucked up I need a third hand.
Either that or you just can't. It'd be like operating on your child. You're like, I can't do it, man.
I pop the hood, I look at it, and I just turn away with a tear in my eye, like,
Wow.
she's hurt.
He busts it more. Nah, I'm just kidding.
So
It's
how's
gonna be
that
this
pickup
again.
truck looking?
It seems to be broken.
Well,
No shit,
yeah.
Sherlock.
I mean, did you not listen to what she sounded like when we pulled in? My baby.
Alright. So... Next 4-hour period. Would you like to try again, Rafe?
I would.
Come
I am
on.
going to try again until I can get my girl to purr.
It's okay. This is how the beginning of everything is gonna be.
Oh man, I am
God damn
emotionally
it.
damaged. I am emotionally damaged.
All right, I'll try again.
Alright, it's up to you. We're all watching.
Oh, you know what it is though?
Oh, he got
I
it.
did it.
He got it.
Good job. You see, I just can't move the way I need to with all these injuries.
All right, so I got a second experience now in that. Nice.
Yeah, I'm fine. There it is. 3 and 2 in mechanic. And then the rest of us all get mechanic so we can do fucking... We can do that shit. We can do basic routine maintenance now, at least. At the very least.
Well, we're getting there.
Good job, soldier.
Okay, now I need you to roll me, 1d3. Alexi, because he's the one who passed. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I was all excited for you to roll this, but it's just as
No,
good.
it's
Hit a
okay.
D3?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be like standing over him, you know, that like senior garage guy who's like, just like, yep, I purposely didn't find the mistakes, so, you know, I can see if he catches what I missed.
Make me a bluff check. Is what I would say to that.
I don't even know if that's a thing.
Oh, nice. So, you only need to replace one part, and this one is an easy. Which means you get
Nice.
twice your skill to put it in. So we need one... Hold on, I'll write it over here on the Humvee.
Nice, that was one we wanted to roll really low on.
One part needed. One engine part.
Did we have extra of those or no?
I don't believe so.
So, like...
Nice.
Rafe, as you're chilling there, watching, Alexi fix the Humvee, acting like you're, supervising stuff, but really you're just, like, sad that the Humvee got beat up.
Right? Trying to hide my tears.
You hear, from behind you, hey, some fucking shit in Russian that I can't fucking say. And it's one of the,
fuck was that?
it's one of the wounded prisoners who's been standing there for like 8 hours watching you work on the vehicle, and he's still like bleeding. And he's shouting some shit at you
how
in
many
Russian.
people that we got. How many prisoners did we...
I think it was 2 guys.
No habla Russian?
I mean, I'm assuming I could hear the guy, right?
3, in fact, cause the guy in the driver's seat of the vehicle got fucked up by the 50 cal, but he ended up, living with, like, a -3 to his initiative. And it was the 2 guys with the tear gas that also got captured. They're, like, completely unhurt at this point. They've completely recovered from the tear gas. But the one dude is still bleeding that got shot up by the 50 cal that you literally shot, and he's talking to you right now, in Russian, which you can't understand.
I'm like, did anybody else catch what that piece of shit just said?
Was I in earshot of it?
I think probably not. You're over by the fire cooking up fish right now. Because we have to minus the food from our food. In fact,
Well,
I'll do that right
I
now.
was repairing the vehicle, wasn't I?
Oh yeah, I'll put you over there. Or somebody can. I gotta minus the food first.
Here, I'll move myself over there.
Okay. Fish is also jungle food.
Nice.
There we go.
So is that 3 kilograms each? That's 15, because there's 4 of us plus her. We ate almost half our supply of fish.
Damn.
Yeah, 15 kilograms a day of jungle food is what a party of 5 eats.
Man.
We're gonna be real hungry till we level up that foraging.
Oh.
Yep.
Or we can raid enemy camps again.
Not a bad idea. But, hey, Alexi. One of these Russian dudes is mumbling something. I don't know what the fuck he's trying to say. You wanna maybe, come over and see what he needs?
Alright, I'm gonna go over there and try to assess or listen to what he has to say.
He turns to you because he sees you walking up and he's like, oh, hey, you talk, oh, he doesn't, he speaks his own language well. He's just like, oh, hey, you're gonna talk to me?
Yeah, what's up?
He's like, hey, I just wanted to, like, make a suggestion, about this hospital down here. I'll make you a deal. So, if you, like, turn me into the hospital and promise not to, like, execute me, because, again, and he apologizes. He asks that you apologize to the strong-looking one with the wrench over there for shooting up the Humvee, because he nothing personal, but that was just, my orders. But, like, if you would turn me into the hospital, that would be fantastic, and in return, I would help you, me and my team here who's still alive would go out and gather food with you today, and then you can just keep the food. We'll show you, like, some of the gathering spots in this area, and then you can turn us in at the end of the day. We'll basically be free labor for you.
Alright, I say one moment to him as I translate it.
Sure. And then he steps back.
So you glance back over to me to tell me this stuff?
Yeah.
I'm hugging the Humvee and crying a little bit. It'll be okay. We'll both get patched up. Wait, what? What'd he say?
He says if we turn him in without executing him by the end of the day to the the hospital so he can get patched up and whatnot, that they'll show us some valuable food sources near here and what's safe and what isn't, I guess, for the day.
Right, because that seems trustworthy. Nah, before anything, ask him what was in that fucking house that we kind of bypassed.
That farmhouse?
Yeah. Ask him if there's anything there.
I gave him a bite of my fish.
Oh, he's up. Okay, you're up by the fire with him? Alright.
Yeah.
Doing, Vincent. They're prisoners. Well, I guess they gotta eat too,
Oh, I didn't give him, like, any actual kilograms. I just gave him one bite.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I go over and ask him if he knows if there was anything in that farmhouse that we had bypassed.
He's like, oh, that old thing? Nah, that wasn't even on the same side of the river as, like, we were defending, so that would have definitely not been a fallback point for us.
And as far as there wasn't anything left there. It was scavenged early on.
I have no idea. We stayed out of there. There's probably tetanus in there.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at them, not understanding a word, kind of nodding.
Vince understands him, though. That's why I'm out here chilling with him.
All right, I run back over to you, and I'm gonna say, we could always, go out in a super, just one or two of us with, per one guy, and get some of this done so we can learn some stuff.
Yeah, but we're kind of. I kind of look over at Carlos. He's like sleeping on the couch or something.
Oh, no, this is a really tiny fucking garage that we're, like, squeezed in. He's squeezed in underneath the hood because, like, now that he learned this skill and he's been NPC-ified, I've put him to work, literally just starting doing the maintenance now. He's got, we have 10 hours of maintenance to do for this week, and he's getting started.
Gotcha.
In fact, they're getting started on it, boss. You know, until you bring us out hunting, and then we'll all go forage for food. But then we'll come back and get to work.
Did he even tell you his fucking name? Or was he
Soldier?
just like, yo, man, look, if you help me out, I'll help you out. Sorry for shooting you guys up.
I mean,
Like, he needs to be a little, I don't know, more willing to be forthcoming with things before we start to...
can I ascertain what his rank is from his uniform?
You could, but we already removed his uniform,
Oh, well then.
and it's in the back of the Humvee, because, interestingly, I was gonna bring this up to the party, but, you know, in a post-apocalyptic world where there's no toilet paper, what we use for toilet paper, the answer is Soviet uniforms. So he's literally standing there in his shorts, with no weapons or anything at the
if
fire.
he's the only one of them that was hurt, I could probably tell which... Oh, wait, but we took every single one of the guys. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, the other two are probably they're just chilling in the back of the Humvee still with their hands bound, like, handcuffed to the back of seat of the Humvee. This guy just, like, for storyline purposes.
How are they acting? Are they, like, as this guy's talking to us, are they...
Okay,
like,
so if they were all three standing next to each other, one of them would be Russian, the other one would be called Russian, and this guy would have a name. He's a named character. He does the speaking for everybody, because not everybody can have a name and an agenda, you know?
Right, I was just kind of getting a sense of what his comrades were. Like, are they like...
They're
"Hey,
being
dude,
very
shut
quiet, because they fucking haven't been hurt or shot or anything. They got a little tear gas, but, like, they're kind of just chilling, waiting to see what happens. They don't want to make waves.
Gotcha.
They're one step away from being out of this shit forever. Not dead.
You know what we can do, Alexi? We can do a patch job on him instead of taking him to the hospital right now, just so he kind of survives a little bit longer. And then if he's willing to show us a little bit in good faith, we can then proceed to help his situation a little bit better.
I was gonna say that too, yeah, if we choose to patch him up, we could get the experience point. It'll cost us 1 first aid, but we could get the experience point and learn the skills. We could all watch it. That was gonna be a suggestion. Good call. And good faith stuff too. It's not a bad idea.
Unless he knows somebody at the hospital, and you know what I'm going with this? Like
he might turn us in or something?
yeah, or, hidden messages, or, we gotta watch for shit like that. We're behind enemy lines, man.
Well, this is my homeland, but okay.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
I apologize. The rest of us are behind enemy lines.
Fair enough.
Damn it. I forgot. I kind of pat him on the back. No, you're one of us now. But yeah, tell him we'd patch him up if he helps us out.
All right, I'm gonna talk to him and I'm gonna offer him that, alternative. Like, we could instead, patch you up, and in good faith, you show us what you said, and we'll go from there at that point.
Yeah, if you want to patch me up, that'd be great, but I would still like to, head to the hospital at the end of the day was the main part of that.
Ask him why.
All right, why do you want to head there so badly?
Well, I kind of wanted it to, be a surprise, kind of a thing you would find out when you, go there and explore the town. But since I have no leverage here, I'm literally a prisoner of war, and I, don't want to push my fucking luck. It's because this is a neutral town where if, I don't know if you know, the rules of war, where if you say retreat to a port and you spend 100 hours in a neutral port, they intern your war equipment and they intern you, and you spend the rest of the war in a neutral country as just a neutral person, like they take your ID and shit. Well, that's what they do here. So if I go to this hospital, I'm basically out of the war forever. They will take my ID, they'll patch me up, they'll give me a job as a fucking civilian in this neutral country, and that'll be it for me. And I'm okay with that. This war is bullshit. Also over. This war is so over. I can't believe there's people still fighting it.
I mean, there's always going to be idiots out there wanting control of the rubble that's left.
This is true, and this is as good a place as any to just settle down and just chill for a while.
They're having a pretty intense conversation. I just lean in, nodding like I'm understanding what they're talking about.
Now I hand him a kilogram of fish and I say, "Don't worry, buddy, you're safe here." I'm way too friendly with enemies. I've always been that way, so that's just a character trait all my characters have ever been. You're my best friend now. That's me.
Still nodding like I'm understanding what the fuck's going on.
Alright, so I guess I motioned to Renly that you need to use first aid on this guy.
Everybody who doesn't have medical is watching. This also doesn't take time period stuff.
Yeah, I'm
It
watching.
doesn't take
We all
4
picked up
hours.
medical, last.
No, we forgot to watch the one that mattered.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you relay what he was saying, Alexi?
I failed by 1.
Well, I mean, Vincent knows what he was saying, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I offered him fish and I said that stuff to him.
I'm assuming you said it in Russian, though, so I'm just
Yes.
kind of like... still not understanding what you guys were talking about. But if any of that was relayed to me, I'm going to be like, oh, so he wants to be a deserter.
I'm just chilling by the campfire with him, making friends, so I have no idea that Alexi is, like, you know, even relaying stuff that you were talking about. So that's between you and Alexi.
Assuming I'm being told.
I'm assuming,
Yeah,
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is funny, though, if you don't know.
Right, yep, because I'm just like... the
You're the
fuck are they
suspicious
talking
one,
about?
and you're the one who doesn't get to know any of what's happening. It's hilarious.
And I am currently the one with rank right now. Going,
Yeah. Actually,
why are my guys not talking to us?
Sarge, I will remind you that nobody has rank right now. We're just a bunch of assholes in the dirt with sticks and berries. We're not in the military anymore.
Well... kinda. Like we are and we aren't, soldier.
I only do what you say because I respect you, Sarge. And because, you
I
know,
appreciate that.
I'm a DM NPC, so... it's better that way. But mostly because I respect you.
Alright, so I relay the information to you.
Okay. I mean, him.
And,
He says okay.
for that,
Lol.
and then watching that medical roll if it passed.
No, I failed by 1, so he gets healed up, but he gets healed up and prevent infection, but no accelerated healing time. I'm sorry. Failed by 1.
It happened.
She has a skill of 5, man. It's her best goddamn skill.
Oh, that was like me with mechanic. I almost say if he's willing to help us, you know, the more the merrier wouldn't be a bad option.
Yeah, he was gonna give you 1 full free day of labor. Well, you know, less now because we failed those 2 things.
Well, yeah.
He'll give you 2 extra periods tomorrow. It'll count as 1 full day. You can turn me in to the hospital tomorrow at noon. Just so I'm giving you a full 4-hour period, full day's work. I'm a man of my word here. Like I said, I'm trying to be reasonable. And it's not like I'm asking to go out in the bushes with, like, you know, a gun or a knife. I'm literally in my shorts, and I accept that as my, you know, my lot in life from this point. I'm sure the hospital will issue me some fucking hand-me-down refugee clothes or some shit. So over it at this point. Sorry, I was drinking a soda.
No, that's fine. I'd be curious what he did for his people before, you know, like what's his skill set? Would he be like willing to sign on with us, perhaps? You know, if he's got a useful set of skills,
I mean,
bolster our camp.
you ask Alexi would have to like ask him.
All right. Well, I know you know you've been saying you want to be turned over to this hospital and you know possibly live your life out somewhere else. But what if we were to tell you we're planning on getting the heck out of here, and it might be faster than the backwater, you know, railroad, if you want to call it that, out of here.
We're offering you a chance to come to America.
I mean, a chance at a very distant possible future of something that I have no idea what it is, or the same thing that's literally just right here. I mean, no. Certainly not on literally the first. I mean, who the fuck even are you guys? This is literally the first level. You just got out of the prologue. Who the fuck even are you guys? Maybe in the future, after doing some missions, some of us might come back and be like, you know what, we'll show up Ex Machina style and, like, save you from a fucking train or some bullshit, and it'll be like, ah, you, and then the guy will be like, I wouldn't have missed this for the world, or some shit. But certainly not now. You gotta give before you can get. And I think your buddy here sees that. Pointing to Alexi.
All right. So, I guess once the vehicle is repaired or whatever, we're going to be going out then and learning some stuff.
Also, we'll have to, like, hit a vehicle repair shop or something. This is just me out of character saying we're gonna have to hit, like, a vehicle repair shop or something to get that Humvee fixed. Or get some, like, machinist place. We need to find a machinist place.
Right? Well, that's part of, like, needing to assess this town a little bit better and what's around us.
Or, you know, like I said, if we gotta get up and migrate, we just cannibalize the shit out of that fucking truck and roll on out, and we'll fucking fix. All we need is one engine part. We'll get 1d6 engine parts from cannibalizing it. So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it looks like there's other vehicles along the road in here. Maybe there's something on one of them too.
Yeah, you see that these. The vehicles that are on the road are like just shitty waist-high railing covered fucking vehicles. The vehicles that are just on the road aren't like. They've literally been picked over 4 years ago and then rained on for 4 years, and just like the ones that are shoved off the road there on the side in a pile have been like shoved off the road so vehicles that are good can get by. So there's absolutely nothing in those like things that are just on the road.
Alright.
They're like, you know, in The Last of Us when you're running around. Not every vehicle is worth anything. You gotta find the good shit, you know? Exploring like Sarge was saying.
Oh.
But yeah, we could knock out the rest of this day.
Until we get fuel for the Humvee, pickup truck's the only transportation we have. So depending on if we need to like go a slight bit out of town, you know, it might behoove us to keep the pickup truck running for right now.
Well, I mean,
that's why I don't want to.
it is a slight bit out of town, but it's right there. It's literally just right there. You just go outside of town, and then you go through the woods. Yeah. There's woods just right outside of town. Then we go wander around in.
Kind of distance. But
It's,
also,
it's just right there. It's just right there. No need to complicate things. Besides, when we get to like big urban areas, yeah, it'll be a lot harder to find fucking material for wood. But like, we're in the fucking countryside, man. We literally, you walk outside of town 2 feet and there's fucking material everywhere. We're still in the woody woods. So we could use their, you know, labor to gather material, but I think it'd be better to use their labor to, like, you know, forage for food and get us a surplus of food to get started. That's what they're offering us.
Yeah, food would be higher priority, I think.
Because that requires a roll, also. You can fail to find food, but you can't fail to get wood for the still, so anybody can do that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alright, we'll kick out the rest of this day.
Good plan.
So I'm gonna try foraging. This is my shit, you guys. This is what I do. Oh man, I'm all like excited to go running around picking nuts and berries.
Can I observe you doing that?
Oh yeah. Everybody who doesn't know how to do it is observing it. We're all out in a big group of merry people picking berries along with these prisoners. We're like, tra-la-la-la-la. No. My foraging is only 2.
No. You're like, this berry's good to eat.
It's okay. Carlos has foraging. He'll fucking do it.
Well, I'm watching him.
Damn it. Damn it.
We're still all kind of rattled from the day before.
Okay, so we all suck a lot at finding food. But now we get to roll on the encounter table. Actually, since you guys are player characters, one of you two roll me a 1d6, please.
You want to do it, or do you want me to do it?
I'll do it.
Alright.
Roll something interesting. This is an encounter table thing.
1d6?
Yeah.
You encounter a giant metal snake. What?
We can't eat that.
A 6.
We encounter nothing. Well, that's lame.
Yeah.
Alright, so we come back to town literally just completely empty-handed. Oh, wait, those guys. I have to make those guys' roll.
And we're watching them.
That's hilarious. They are showing us where places are. Hey, one of them passed! Yes!
Yes.
Woohoo!
They're like, holy shit, we're glad to actually be able to help you guys. Damn, I didn't think that would happen.
They're looking like, if we can't help these guys out, we're not going to survive this.
Pretty much. Alright, now we can all look for nuts and berries and don't have to stand around watching and listening. This was like a fucking Boy Scout tour or something, as these wounded Soviets, or one wounded guy is like showing us how to like pick nuts and berries. It's just fucking hilarious.
Like they're trying to explain to us, like, oh yeah, if we just go over here, and they're just like, oh, well, usually this thing that I'm looking for is here, but it's not here right now.
Yeah, that happened a whole bunch, except for that one guy's like, oh guys, I found it. I fucking found it. The berry's here. Holy shit. I thought we were never gonna find the berry, and these guys were gonna execute us in the woods, because we're out in the woods now, in our shorts, with heavily armed people who don't like us.
Like, every single one of these times you guys have lied, I'm done with this. Like, no, no, I'm telling you.
I'm not going to say I'm still not considering it.
Okay, now we gotta roll for the food they found.
Nice.
Okay, it's just 3 kilograms of jungle food for wood. Woods in the spring. Generally, fishing is better in the spring. And then, like, in the summer, you want to do foraging. But it's important to get our skills knocked out, and then we'll fish, you know, for food. Because I'm better at fishing anyway. But I want to make sure to get foraging points for everybody.
Yep.
Right.
So now it's the next day.
Oh, yeah, shouldn't we also be checking what the weather is?
I was just about to do that. I forgot to do that the first day, but it's fine. Yeah, it's cloudy. which doesn't
Yeah.
have any effect on anything. So yeah, these guys are like, alright, good morning, y'all. We have 2 more work periods of stuff before, you know, we're anxious to get the fuck out of here.
Since we're all going out there, can we all roll foraging now then? We've observed that once?
Yes, I'm gonna roll 8d6 for those guys. 4 of them succeeded. So that's 12 kilograms of jungle food. Oh, we have to eat this morning too. So that 12 kilograms of jungle food they find, we just eat that right out of their hands, plus the 3 they found yesterday, and that's today's food.
Yay!
But we can also roll, correct?
Yes.
Well, I didn't find anything.
Yeah, we have 2 periods of stuff to do.
Oh, so I can roll again, that's right.
Failed both times, that's terrible.
Hey! I think I did it one time.
Yes, so you find 3, and I gotta get you an experience point.
Good work.
Thank you. I needed a distraction from baby.
I rolled a 1 on the encounter.
Oh.
If I can just get my point out of the way, I can start fishing. Okay. Roll me an obs check.
Is that a D10?
Yeah.
3.
Damn it. Yeah, it was an animal, but it ran off before you noticed it. You just hear an animal crashing off in the distance, so you're like, well, they're out here.
Lame.
Get your experience point, though.
That's cool, yeah. That's true. So that means
And you
by
level it
next
up to
one,
2.
Yeah. Nice.
Maybe next time. But yeah, these guys are like, so...
Yeah, the hospital. We'll bring them. Drop them off on the hospital.
Okay, so how are you doing this? Are we rolling up in the Humvee? Are we getting them out of the vehicle? Describe to me exactly the nature of how you are rolling up with these prisoners to this hospital and the nature of all things here.
Well, we
Oh,
can't
yeah,
roll with the
you-
Humvee, there's no gas in it.
Yeah, you can't roll up with the Humvee because it's damaged and out of gas.
I figure we probably just drop them off on our way back from our foraging excursion.
I was imagining us going on the east side of town because we're kind of on the east side of the map here. And the hospital's on the south side of town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we haven't even explored that way yet. We've just kind of been getting the basics of survival down first, you know, before we head on to do that. At least get our experience points.
Right.
Gotcha.
Man, I was hoping we found an animal. I could have gotten my heavy arms.
No! And nothing left of it.
You don't have any heavy weapons on you.
I have a PK machine gun.
That's a small arms, my good sir. You could
Oh.
use
Well,
that the
like-
whole time.
I guess walking through the town. I mean, we could just load everybody up in the pickup truck and just be like into the hospital. Like, take them up that way.
Okay.
You know, have them sitting in the bed of the pickup truck as we're all like sitting around the top of the bed, you know?
Well, I'm taking the machine gun. Oh,
Yeah.
there is no machine gun. I'm
No,
gonna
it
I'm
got
gonna mount
destroyed.
my MG machine gun on the fucking truck for the moment. I lay the busted PK machine gun on the truck bed, just clunk.
I thought it got shot off last game.
No, it was just sitting there because we
Oh,
didn't
okay.
have a suitable replacement. But since I have a machine gun as my primary, that can be a replacement. I'm just gonna plunk it on there while I'm in the back of this truck.
Gotcha.
Get behind the wheel.
You guys hold the fort, I say to those two.
Yep.
Okay, so drive us your direction, and I'll start, like, filling in map and stuff, and, you know, make obs checks and shit as you're driving. This is an explorable map here.
So you wanted this, we're going to be, you said, going east or we're going south?
The prisoner, like, pokes his head through the back window of the pickup truck there, and so he's, like, literally right next to your ear. So he's, like, quietly, he's like, yeah, it's on the southwest side of town.
Oh, like down this way? Okay.
Well, hold on a sec. Yeah, you get to about there when this guy with the horse is coming through this bottleneck here.
Alright, I obviously come to a stop.
I also gotta fill in, like, some map. Or
Right.
reveal some map. Yeah, so you slow down as this guy passes you by. And he's like, "Whoa there, Sonny, you gotta make sure you slow down there. There's lots of traffic on the road these days. It's a bustling market, don't you know?" And then he continues moseying on.
I'm like,
All
no,
right, then.
we don't know. We just got here.
All right, after I assess that there's nothing else in my way, I'm going to continue on.
Okay.
As we continue on, I kind of lean down. Alexi, what part was he from? That doesn't sound like a native dialect.
So yeah, as you get to the south here, you notice that there is indeed a bustling market down here.
Right, nice. And then it was to the west, so I'm going to go to the right up there, it looks like. I mean, it's to the left, but I mean, from us driving, it'd be to the right.
Where are you going? Oh, down there. The old couple by the statue down there waves at you.
We'll wave back.
Like, are they just waving, or are they like waving us to them, or just waving like friendly wave?
Friendly wave, a friendly hello.
Okay, yeah, I'll acknowledge, do a wave back, I guess.
You can see the hospital looming monstrously before you. There's a single doorman, a single unarmed. Well, he has a nightstick at his side, but considering how heavily armed we, a giant group of soldiers, look. By the way, we're still in our, U.S. military uniforms with Soviet flak jackets, so we're pretty conflicting right now. So we gotta, definitely get some outfits to be less conspicuous in the future, you know?
Right.
But I'm gonna pop my gun off the mount and hop out. The prisoners are gonna stay put until told to do otherwise.
Yeah. Come out. I will help escort them to the hospital.
So yeah, we're just, right out front of it.
Well, you want me to pull the vehicle at least off the road, and I can go in with you guys, or?
Well, yeah, if there's a spot for parking.
So there's just a guy that's at the door right now?
Yeah, there's a gruff-looking doorman there, and he's like, "Sup?"
Excuse me. Yeah, I let him know we've got some people, some injured, and wanted to know if there any supplies would be, if you'd be willing to trade or anything like that, anything that needs to be done to help out.
He's like, "Yeah, actually, you come at a time when there's a lot to be done, what with the new director and everything. But, what was that about prisoners, you said?"
Yeah, we've got some guys here. One of them is injured. The other two are accompanying him, and they'd like some help with the neutral Underground Railroad, if you understand what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, they wish to be interned. That makes sense.
Yes.
So, you'll want to go inside, and then you see him get, distracted as he looks off to his left.
We'll look over to the left.
Huh. Well.
Okay, so to the group in this, I'm on the other side of the prisoners because I was watching the back. So I'm looking at the group to the southeast, and I assume you guys are looking to the left where that other guy was. Well, his left, so it would be your right.
Right.
Yes.
So simultaneously, you see the group that Vince is looking at goes up to the old couple, and the guy in front goes, "Hey, come on, old lady. We know you're fucking holding. Give us what you got. We know you're holding out on us. Give us the fucking drugs." And then the group on our side goes up to Alexi, a very heavily armed soldier, and says, "Come on, old guy. Give me all you got. I know you're holding out on me." It says the same exact speech. "Give me the drugs. I know you got them."
Sir, if I had drugs, do you think I'd look more disheveled than I do?
And the guard...
Is this in Russian?
The door guard is like, oh god, not again. What do you say? Oh yeah, they're shouting it in, we'll just say English. We all speak English.
I mean, mine's more broken, but yes.
So they ask Alexei for drugs and the old lady at the statue?
Yeah, they're demanding drugs simultaneous. Two groups are demanding drugs from those two people simultaneously. Because they clearly can't tell the difference between an old lady and a fucking heavily armed soldier with a fucking machine gun. And grenades.
Is there any kind of iconography that might be able to discern any kind of faction-based?
Well, it would depend on if somebody was from the area and would, like, know the area well. Alexei. Alexei can make me an intelligence check.
Okay.
I know, but it's at least a shot. You took night school, you got this. You learned a whole language.
No.
Okay, there is iconography, but it's nothing any of us recognizes. It is familiar to you, Alexei, but you can't quite place it yet. It'll probably come to you.
And say I do have these drugs. What are you offering for them?
To not beat your ass. And he holds his club, his rudimentary fucking club. He's like, I'll beat your ass. And then as he's saying that, the guy on the south starts, like, demanding drugs from the door guard, who literally looks like a cop, and the other one, like, kind of brushes past Alexei and starts attempting to go through the fucking truck. He's like, I know there's drugs in here, give it to me. Starts fumbling at the door.
Good thing I took the
I'm
key
just
with
gonna
me.
come, like, up to the side of that guy and be like, sup? Just holding my big wrench on my shoulder.
He's like, you got the drugs in here? Give them to me.
Yeah? You want to pay first?
Add to that, he takes his club and he smashes in the driver's side window.
He smashes in the window, I'll smash in his head.
Well, then you'd have to initiate combat to do that. If you are initiating combat, you would say, I'm going to start combat, and since your initiative is 3, you would start it on turn 1, phase 3. However, if Alexei declares that he starts combat, he can start it on phase 4 and get a turn in before you react. He can get a free turn by declaring that he starts it on phase 4. So that's how you get the jump on lower initiative, guys.
I brandish my machine gun and fire at the guy that was talking to me.
Okay, then it's Anish 4. Yeah, I'm sorry, let me write it down. So phase 4 us. Only Alexei can go because he's got the Anish. As far as we're concerned, he fucking totally... Alexei got the jump on all of us. Which is fair, he was the first one that fucking got talked to.
Right.
So yeah, what are you gonna do? Fucking shoot this guy? What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot him with the machine gun.
Okay, so since you're standing, you would be taking hip shots.
That's better than taking hip shots with the Magnum.
Yeah, the recoil is still only 1 with a machine gun, so you could fire up to 5 quick shots.
Alright. Let's do that.
Or with your 10 strength, you could fire legit fucking 10. You could burst twice.
Yeah. Oh.
Sure, let's do that.
You're gonna burst twice? Okay.
Why not?
That seems overkill, but yeah, I'm down for it.
Hey, they broke our window. That ain't cool.
Yeah.
That's why I'm swinging with my pipe wrench.
Alright, roll me 10d6 and hope for 6s. I'll get your experience point here. Also, his skill in small arms is only 1. He has a better chance to hit, 1 in 6 chance of hitting with a burst as opposed to 1 in 10 with his skill. So this is statistically better.
Well, I got 1 hit.
Okay, roll me 1d10 for hit location.
4.
Ooh, you shot him in the chest. Roll me 4d6 for damage. This guy is not wearing body armor. This drug rioter is not wearing body armor. 4d6, 11. Okay, now roll me a 1d10 And it's an insta-kill on anything but a 10. Okay, yeah, he's fucking insta-killed. Right through the fucking chest, the heart, the vital organs, fucking just done.
Nice.
Alright. So then, it's 3 them, and nobody else can react. Then it's 3 us now. Alexi, you can go again, and Rafe can go. The rest of us are still like, uh-oh, what's happening? We're so surprised by this.